And we're rolling.
All right, everybody, welcome to Joe Code. Happy New Year. Wow, what a great night it is to be here. It's great to be back. I am re energized. I am feeling great. We're going to be happy and have fun and laugh and smile if we can, even though smiling for me is not really my strong suit. It's not really a good look. For me, for a man in comedy, that's always a weird thing, but it is what it is. I have weird lips. But as we record this podcast, it is New Year's Eve. You're listening to this podcast. It's already the new year. It is over here in podcast land. It is New Year's Eve. So I've got my full stein here with a Texas local beer two-step from the Brazos Valley. And Tommy Lee, you've got one over there, right?
I do.
Why don't you have a shirt on?
Because I can't stop sweating. I don't know why.
Well, Happy New Year. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Let me know what Pam and the kids are doing later. Maybe I'll go hang out.
Hey, you like my mom tattoo?
Yeah, nice mom tattoo. What is this, 1989?
I got that because I forgot to get my mom a Mother's Day gift last Mother's Day.
Why wouldn't you just get a gift? That was probably way more expensive than any gift you could get her.
Made my mom laugh, so I think I did it.
Why do you need a mom tattoo? Are you going to forget who your mom is? I don't...
No, I just love my mom, dude.
Yeah, so do I. We're not going to talk about moms right now. No, but it is... it's great to be here. Back in Austin. Well, I was here last week as well, but a friend just texted me in Chicago to hang out. He's like, for New Year's Eve, he's like, you want to come over for let's celebrate New Year's together. You think I was just freaking sitting there for a week? Just wait. I hadn't heard from him either. Like, I just was sitting around after Christmas, just waiting for New Year's. Just hanging out at my dad's house.
You hadn't heard from this guy the entire time you were in town.
Well, no, I texted him, like, I think the day before, like, Christmas Eve. And then he's like, hey, come over. What a dumb ass. No, we want to keep it going. Hey, I got some good Christmas gifts. I'll say that.
What'd you get?
I forgot to mention that last week. I got, for one, the Pitbull shaver. It does head and face. It's one of those things.
Pitbull, like the musician?
Yeah, like the temperature. Yeah,
no, that's John Paul.
Oh, it is?
Hold on.
You don't know. Or actually, you probably do. You hang out at strip clubs enough. You probably know all those songs. Or it wasn't Pitbull, like, no, or who was Get Busy? I feel like that was Pitbull also. I don't know who. I mean, whatever. But no, Pitbull, like the dog is on the cover. A Pitbull dog, and then it's one of those things with a 4-prong effect. It's like a skull shaver. You can do your head, you can do your face, you can do it in the shower. Also, I did that today. First time ever I did it in the shower.
It's Sean Paul, not John Paul. John Paul Jones is the bassist for Led Zeppelin. It's Sean Paul,
okay.
the reggaeton hip-hop guy.
Jean Paul is also the famous track star from Seinfeld.
Not Jean Paul.
He overslept. He got the AM PM wrong. Big mistake, Sean Paul.
Wait,
what were you saying though?
Nothing. I'm looking at how they spell the lyrics to this song, and it's fucking ridiculous.
Well, what's a Pitbull song?
Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305, right? Or maybe that's not the name of the song.
Or how about that one song where he's like, "Tonight, I'm all of you tonight." Yeah, but he's only somebody else sings that part.
All music now is so overly produced. You know?
I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Is it? I
think it is. I
like
like
new
the
music
old school stuff.
I don't know. I don't know what. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's too much like sound effects and different voice things. Right.
I think the song that you were thinking of is
Who sings?
"Give Me Everything."
Who sings "Temperature"?
Sean Paul.
All right, whatever. Who could tell
That's
him
what I
and
just said.
Who could tell him and Pitbull apart? Sorry, I don't know. That's probably sensitive to somebody. Canceled. It's good that fireworks are going off in the background too as we're doing this.
I think some of those are actually gunshots because we are in Texas.
Not gunshots.
People will shoot into the look. There's two places you go that you're gonna get gunshots on New Year's: the Hood and Texas. Anywhere in Texas.
All right. Well, let's go to the Hood. But anyway, I missed a few spots because I did it in the shower. I know there was some left here. There was some on the face, and I left it. I don't care. You know what? You get them. I'm gonna get them next time. It was my first try. You can't expect great success on the first try. So as the year is just starting, winds down, just starting. Been doing this podcast now almost 7 months. I believe June 8th was our debut episode. This is episode 30 now with All Things Comedy. Just a shout out to them. The CEO, Mike, for believing in me. Great guy, great softball player also. Mike and Strider really are the ones that got this podcast going. You know, my guys Chad and JT, they got me out. They gave me the platform, and then it was really Strider who we were hanging out one night in LA back in like April or May of this past year, and Strider was like, "Joe, we got to get you a podcast." And I guess him and Mike had already talked about it. Mike, the CEO at All Things Comedy, and then that same night, Mike was there. He's like, "Joe, let's talk about a podcast." So it was like the two of them that kind of just like we basically had we talked about it right there, and then that got the ball rolling, and here we are. So, and thanks to Aaron over there, and Gary, thanks to you. Most importantly, you really you basically saved my ass. Because I came out here. I mean, I knew I was gonna find something and someone to do this podcast with, but it's you've been a blessing. I don't know. Is that okay to say? You've been a blessing?
Yeah,
sounds lame. Yeah.
I mean, I'll take it.
All right. Yeah, take it. Axl Rose. Did all those frontmans have their shirt off at one point?
Yeah, Axl Rose definitely did a lot. I'm not taking my shirt off because I necessarily
you look like
sexy.
You look like a frontman. No, you're trying to be sexy.
No, I'm not. I was sweating.
I hope people. I mean, this could be a sexy show. I've lost like 10 pounds since I moved to Texas, which I don't know how many people lose.
It's fucking hot here.
It's that, and it's also I'm very active and always like walking everywhere and very active on the valet beat.
I've lost 10 pounds since I started doing this podcast with you.
Well, you're welcome. But yeah, I'm on 4 holes on my belt now.
4 holes.
You know what I'm saying?
Down 4 holes.
Well, because when I tighten the belt, Like usually it goes 3 holes. So I've lost. So now I got to go another hole.
Right, I had to drill a hole in my
4
belt.
holes. That's what.
I had to drill an extra hole in my belt.
Yeah, I bet you would like to. There goes that again. I don't want to have that. Can you tell them we're recording? Can you put a light on outside like Batman?
Up in the sky, a Joe code light.
Yeah. But we're drinking beer.
It's not bad, by the way.
Yeah.
I do like it.
It is a good beer. I like it. I always German Pilsners are great. I was looking for a Belgian strong ale, and they didn't have them. But this will do. These are good. I'm a big beer guy.
I'm gonna Google this this Belgian beer that I had. My uncle gave me, probably about 10 years ago. I was probably 18 or 19. I'm gonna
Underage drinking.
And I'm gonna ask you if you ever had it. I just can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I wonder what it is called. My favorite Belgian beer is I believe it's called Mischief. I think I've mentioned that before. But yeah, I only do beer. You know what I do? You know how people buy, you go to the bar, people buy the bartender a shot? I buy the bartender a beer. More time to talk to them. If you do a shot with them, they just take the shot and walk
and then
away.
They move on to the next.
Yeah, no,
next
have a
person.
beer. Let's get into it. Tell me, how are the tips tonight? Let's talk about it. Who are the bad customers? Who's oogling? Yeah. Oogling you? I don't know if that was. But, man, interesting thing, Gary. I had this, I had this dream the other night, and you were in it, and it was not fun.
What happened?
First of all, you were giving me a haircut. I don't have any fucking hair. All right. And then you're like, is this going to be, and then you upped the price. I don't know what the price was the last time, but you're like, nah, it's going to be more. I forgot. I don't even know what I offered you. We didn't do a podcast.
It was just me giving you a haircut.
Yeah, and I was going to give you money. I don't know where it was. But you give me a haircut for, I mean, it's very insulting. I don't want you coming in my dreams, man, when I'm trying to sleep and get some rest. I have to get up early.
Dude,
to valet. I don't want you bothering me fucking coming at me like that. Don't do that. And don't up the price.
I have a lot of people tell me that I'm in their dreams.
Yeah, because you're probably thinking about all of us. I heard that's what happens. If you're thinking about people, you show up in their dream. Yeah, it's a reverse effect.
Is that really a thing you heard? Or you
think
just made
so.
that up? You just made that shit up.
I don't know. But anyways, I want to get to real quick. We're going to get to the first segment of the show, which is This Sucks, everybody. And This Sucks is people coming at me in my dreams. Don't be like, don't do what Gary did. If you have a bone to pick with me, come at me in real life, okay? I don't want you bothering me when I'm asleep, and then I'm going to wake up, okay? I don't want to get aggravated in my dreams. I want to have pleasant dreams. And I don't want people charging me extra for haircuts, which I don't even freaking get anymore.
I've never ever in my life cut somebody's hair. That's a really weird thing for you to have a dream.
Yeah, it is weird. You know what else is weird? That there's a Denny's menu on your couch that I'm looking at.
Why is that weird?
Why is it here? This isn't a Denny's. This is an attic.
Well, the Denny's menu is there, so if anybody wants Denny's while they're recording, they can order Denny's.
Well, are you going to take their order? Or
No, you call them, you order the Denny's, and then you do your podcast, and then you go pick up your Denny's.
Okay. I shouldn't call this an ad. This is Faust TV Studios. This is a nice place. This is a professional establishment, and this is a professional podcast. That's what we do. We're pros. I'm a pro valet. I have a great job. I made a lot of money this way. I'm at the better hotel. I'm excited. I gotta let Strider know that. My boy Strider, who we just talked about, he valets at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I gotta let him know you ain't got shit on this Austin stuff. I don't know if I should have said that he valets there, but
Well,
what are people gonna go there and stalk him?
moving on.
There's definitely what do you call it? That's definitely
Excuse me.
fire. Yeah, that's fine. Just burp in the microphone. Keep cough again too. You already coughed like 3 times. See if you can cough every 2 minutes.
You're in a great mood today.
Yeah, I am. I feel good.
I
It's
figured out what
it's New Year's Eve, huh?
I figured out what that beer was. It's called a Trappist Rockfort 10.
Oh yeah, I've heard of
Ale.
Trappist.
You see this? This is the picture right here. I will.
I've heard of Trappist.
Looks like that.
Okay, yeah, I can't.
See that?
I had All right, looks cool.
It's like at a store it costs $8 or something, but it's actually pretty fucking good. It's
Yeah.
really strong.
Yeah, I've had Trappist products at this one bar back in Los Angeles called the Phoenix. So we did that. What else? Oh yeah. So I did remember I was doing those emails last week.
Yeah. There was one we didn't answer.
Yeah, there was one where I had too much brain fog to answer, and I felt like really bad about it. I mean, it was what it was. You know what I mean? I've never said that. That sounds pretty cool. Because people usually say it is what it is. It's fun to use the past tense of that.
Yeah.
So
It's fun.
all right, everyone, give me a moment to find it. This was the email from.
It was 3. Somebody had a question about 3 things you missed.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to find it. I got it. Yeah, I found it. This is from David. And David, sorry, I just couldn't get to it last week. With sue me. You know what I mean? So he said, "Dear Joe, you're dearly missed in California. What are 3 things you loved about Los Angeles? What are 3 things you do not miss about LA?" So 3 things you loved about Los Angeles. My friends, I made some great friends there. Really love that about that city, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have met them. Also, Erewhon, which is a great organic grocery store that I went to like 5-6 days a week, that had great breakfast foods, great coffee, great dinners, very healthy meals. It was like my whole existence. And then also the other thing I loved about LA, I guess the third thing would be the Comedy Store. That was a great place to do comedy. It was a lot of fun. I had a great 3 years there. So and then 3 things you did not miss about LA. Man, that's a good one. 3 things I don't miss about LA. Well, that is almost like, that's almost too hard to answer at this point.
Because there's just so many things.
Well, yeah, it just kind of I can't even pinpoint 3 things that I don't, because I basically left there. I wouldn't have left there if I was having a good time still and enjoying what was going on. So maybe I'll come. Let's go move on to this one. What are 3 things you love about Austin? Okay. Number one is Gary and Faust TV Studios doing this podcast.
I'm honored, man.
Yeah, okay. I surprisingly love the weather here. I know it gets too humid or whatever, but I love the weather here. Also, I love the people here. The people are very friendly, especially the comics here. The comedians in the scene are are great. I really enjoy that. 3 things you don't like about Austin. Let's see. 3 things you don't like about Austin. Okay, not a whole lot of health food options. Very hard to find, in my opinion.
What
Uh,
really? That
yeah,
surprises me.
really. Also,
Maybe you just gotta find. There's a lot of healthy shit out there.
okay, not also. Well, let's see. Not a great. I don't have a car, so not a great city to not have a car in. That's
Yeah, it's
affecting
kind
me
of it's
directly.
spread out.
Yeah. And then let's see, the third thing you don't like about Austin. Is that picking up on the thing?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Well, it is what it is. It's New Year's Eve, not New Year's Steve.
Well, you know what, man? It's just gonna add to the allure of the podcast.
Yeah. I'm trying to think
Did you say it's not New Year's Steve?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else it's just a stupid joke. What are 3 things? I was gonna say that to Dylan. I don't know. Never mind. What are 3 things you don't like about one more thing? I don't know. I think it's just those two. I don't know. This guy's giving me too much homework here. Three, 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 three. I can't think of 12 things. All right, that's enough. These people with their giving me homework. Just ask. Whatever happened to men, beer, and food? Remember? Those were the main email topics. Stop making me think a lot.
The food out here is pretty good.
It's amazing. I love it.
When you say not healthy, what do you mean?
Well, I'm trying to find some fucking vegetables.
They have vegetables though.
It's hard to find broccoli. That's what I want. No, it's not. There's the one restaurant I've gone to. I think Flower Child, and that's about it. There's no organic food to speak of.
So you're trying to tell me that you think there's like some sort of a broccoli shortage in Austin?
Yeah, where is it? I want to give me some stalks or whatever they call them.
Is it a head of broccoli or is it?
I think they call it a tree. So, but
And you can't find. What about Sprouts or Whole Foods?
Oh, there is a Sprouts here.
There's a bunch.
Oh, isn't that nice? I know that there's Whole Foods, but Whole Foods. No, but I guess I'm asking more of like the organic foods. I know that there's Whole Foods, but Whole Foods doesn't necessarily have everything. They have organic stuff, but
there's no way Whole Foods doesn't have any broccoli.
I'm not saying that. I'm talking more of like restaurants. I know like grocery stores have broccoli. I mean, like if you go to a restaurant. Never mind. All right, let's get into joke code for the week. And joke code for the week is make sure to eat your vegetables at least twice a week, because if you can't find them like out here in Texas. Now I guess I'm really getting into what I don't like about Texas. I need vegetable. Joke code is there must be vegetables around at all times. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. That didn't really make sense.
That made no fucking
Yeah,
sense
it doesn't.
at all.
You know what? Who cares? Doesn't matter. It's my fucking podcast. So I got some good gifts, and then let's go back. I'm going back to Christmas now. I got the shaver, another great gift. My dad got me some cool clothes. My dad got me these couple button-down shirts that are gonna look great when I go tailgate at a Ole Miss football game. Um, I'm not gonna do that, Gary. Is what I'm saying. Don't nod your head in agreement. The thing is, he got me a shirt of. It's like one of them's like light blue and pink, and the other one's lavender. I'm gonna wear them anyway. Not really my style, but they would look great in Oxford, Mississippi, if I tailgating. So I might have to do that and
All right.
participate in the
Old Miss tailgate.
Well, they have a saying down there. Like they're like, hey, honky tonk or something. Well, they say something.
You're
and
just
Ole Miss-
making all sorts of
No,
shit
well,
up on
because
this episode.
there's like a hey, like a Dick's, like there's a thing that they say to each other in Ole Miss, and people will let me know what it is. But I don't. Yeah, we don't really have time to look it up right now.
Do you want me to look up Mississippi sayings?
You can just look up Ole Miss football sayings. It's something like it's a very southern kind of like thing, but I was looking at my shoulders and back the other day. I'd have made a.
You know what? You were right. There is a saying.
Yeah.
It's Google here says if you've been around Ole Miss football fans, you're undoubtedly familiar with the rallying cry of "Hotty Toddy."
Yeah, that's it. I was pretty. What I say? I had the initial. I said honky tonk.
Yeah,
Hotty toddy. I
I
had the HT right.
Well, here's my question: a hot toddy is
Hotty toddy.
kind of a drink. What's a hotty toddy? Maybe that's the next thing I should.
I don't know. I think that it's. Yeah. Who knows what they're doing down there?
It's probably some sort of.
But I was saying I was getting dressed the other day, and I was looking at my shoulders and my back. I had made a great home plate umpire. You know what I mean? I really got the build for it. Gary's built like a 80s drummer on meth. What are you looking up now?
Why I'm looking up why they say hotty toddy.
All right.
What is known is that the saying has become synonymous with Ole Miss pride. The exact meaning has now become much more about the community of rebels than anything having to do with the actual words themselves. In that sense, hotty toddy may as well mean go rebels. It's all about being part of the Ole Miss fan base.
Okay, cool.
It still honestly doesn't make sense though.
Yeah, whatever. Here, let's try another email. So Ryan here, he basically identifies. He's talking about mental health and like what we were talking about last week with, people. Everything's kind of taking a toll on people, and he asks me and you, Gary, what are things that we do that help get through bouts of depression? And I would say for me, it's just because I mean, for me, it's been going on for like half my life. So I just have found ways to cope with it where it's just either it's exercise or just doing comedy.
Yeah, I was I was just gonna say that I think we actually both of us deal with it in a similar way. You have a pretty physical job. I work. I try to work out. I haven't in a while, but I deal
Yeah.
with a lot of depression type stuff by just working all the time.
Well, yeah, that I
You
think it's
know,
important just to just don't sit around, like just keep doing things
keep busy.
and be around people. I think is important as well.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I was just mentioning that I'm glad that Maddie is living here with me right now because my lady and I broke up,
Yeah.
and if she wasn't here, I don't know if I would be doing the best alone.
Yeah, it's weird to live in a house alone. Like me, I have a studio.
You know, especially when I have a
That's made for one.
yeah. I mean, I have a three bedroom with a studio in it and a big backyard and everything, and I was living here with a woman for 10 months, and my mom was in the guest room for a period of time, and my son has a room. So like, it's just everywhere I'm looking, I just see reminders that I'm completely alone.
Yeah, just empty rooms. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I work a lot. That's what I do. Work a lot and try to get exercise. Exercise is something that's um, always helps, no matter what. Like
Yeah.
chemically, it will help. It can be hard to get going to do it. But then another thing I was going to say, and this is an oddly specific thing, but I've mentioned this before on other podcasts. When because I have a situation with my custody of my son,
Sure.
and when I was going through all that shit during college, um, I was really depressed, man. Like I contemplated killing myself a lot, and watching Joe Rogan and David Goggins
Yeah.
really helped me overcome some mental fissures that I was in, because when I see Joe Rogan and David Goggins have this fucking warrior mentality where they're like, yeah, I don't go fuck
Yeah,
what
that
it is.
that Goggins guy's like a one of those guys in the movie 300 or something.
Yeah, he's a total badass, man. But I saw how he did, like, all those thousands of pull-ups, and I thought,
Sure.
if he can do all those pull-ups, why can't I just get over my bullshit, you know?
No, it's good, man. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, you just got to stay strong. And oh, and then he also asked, do you have a name for your fans? Are they the Stokers? Because that's what Chad, the Going Deep fans know me from. Well, that's what they would be called. But well, yeah, no, we talked about a while back that I mean, I gave it the name the Coders, but I don't know. Yeah, because we want to take the tech term and reinvent it as the Joe Code fans be called the Coders.
Or the Joe Coders, that might be a little more specific.
Yeah, could be that. But
Well, the Coders, I don't know if that's associated strongly with the brand. You know what I mean? Like Coders, like
we want to call them the fucking meatball heads or something. No, because that's the name, Joe Code. So Coders.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is that if somebody's heard that, like, oh, hey, that's a coder, they'd be like, oh, he's a coder. That's his job. That
Yeah,
I would
it's
get it
people's
confused.
job to be a fan of the fucking show. So, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I like having the notebook flat again. Last week we experimented with that podium type
stand.
setup with the stand. Like I'm an orator here giving a speech. The pages were blowing. Not doing
Well,
that.
that could have been solved by just closing that vent.
Yeah, well, whatever. We need air. I would like to get to This Is Great for the week. This Is Great is the year 2022. We are here. We are at a new year, which always is like, it's a new opportunity. It means, and for me, it's just, to me, for 2022, it's just going to be work my ass off and just hope for the best. There's no more planning of like what, not so much planning, but you don't know what the future holds. All you can do, and this is what I've come to realize, is just work your ass off and then just hope things work out. You know, I don't know what else to really say. but I'm excited for a new year. It's
time.
we just hope to God it'll be good. Please God. Now we're praying.
2021 was a building year for me personally, so I think maybe some of the fruits of my labor are going to come to fruition this year.
Yeah, that's great, man. Yeah, you're one of the hardest working guys I know, so I think yeah, you're putting your the fruits of your labor, and I think once you get this wall finished, I think everything will be good.
Yeah, the faux brick, just so everybody knows.
More like no brick because it's not up. Faux brick. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say that you can't really see it, but if you could, it does look good. The one piece that is there.
Yeah, I know it looks good. That's why I keep asking about it.
So when I have the time, because I am busy, it should be up soon. Okay. Just give
Yeah,
me a
you are
fucking
busy. You don't
break.
even have time to put a shirt on. All right. Well, it's New Year's Eve. I think we got to head out. We got things to do. We got people to see.
Yeah, hopefully that won't make you pay a cover tonight.
I think we're about to wrap up. Yeah. Well, I'll walk in with you. Hey, this is a guy that does 80 million podcasts. He gets in. Let's see the. Yeah. So. All right. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Let's wrap it up. Hey, here's to a new year. Happy 2022 to everybody. Thanks for watching Joe Code. I love all of you out there. I'm Joe Marrese, and I'll talk to you all soon.